I finally got you in New Orleans.
So
bruh.
excited, so excited.
No. So I'm gonna take you to my favorite restaurant. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna act as gentlemen act.
As gentlemen?
As gentlemen.
Where are the gentlemen?
Now, you have to understand, I'm gonna give you the best dining experience you've ever had in New Orleans. All right, man, so we got the first order in. So now, you look at the menu and
What's really good?
you know what? The salmon orzo is crazy.
Salmon orzo.
Yeah, it's an orzo pasta with a piece of black and salmon. I do it with black and red fish. Yeah, black and red fish is my favorite fish. The crawfish andouille risotto is nice. Actually, the shrimp and grits are nice.
So you've had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I've been through the menu a few times, yeah.
I love that. Why did you come back to New Orleans?
Thank you. You know what? It's funny, man. I was ready to start a family, and I wanted my kids to experience live music from their living room. Like New Orleans, I remember as a kid, in my neighborhood was one of the Mardi Gras Indian tribes. And every year for Super Sunday, we would hear the calls coming out from the cowboys. And at sunrise, you would just hear all these calls coming from around the city. And I wanted my boys to experience that. It's the only city in the world where you'll see somebody walking down the street practicing their trombone on their way to school. And I wanted that for my kids.
You need a girl, I feel like. You end up with 4 boys.
No, look, I have 3 sisters. I have 3 nieces. I'm good.
What do you think of the Super Bowl being back here? Because I think New Orleans is a special city. It's like the perfect city for the Super Bowl. Even after Katrina, it still has this hold on people.
Right. Well, the thing about New Orleans is I feel like it's a city that's built for events like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because it's the only city. I remember I went to the Super Bowl when the Saints won. The game was over.
Yeah.
We got out of the stadium at 1 a.m. and everything in the city was closing. You couldn't celebrate. New Orleans is one of the only cities where when the game is over, you walk out and the city is welcoming you as champions all night. And you know, New Orleans, as long as you stay, they gonna be there.
As long as you keep drinking, they gonna serve you a drink.
We love a good time.
Woo! Y'all, I also want to ask you, what does it mean to leave Hollywood and kind of set up here? What does it mean to the people here that they can see you every day? I mean, you have to think about it. I know you don't like to think about this, but you are this huge, massive, important figure, especially to Black Americans.
Yeah, but here's different. Here's different. There's a attitude of don't care in New Orleans that I appreciate.
And your accent just slipped out there, that don't care.
Like I've been going to the same seafood spot since I was 3 years old. I still got to pay full price for my crawfish.
Wait a minute, you're Captain America.
This lady has known me since I was 3 years old, and I still got to pay full price for my crawfish. So she don't care. Same poor boy place, they don't care.
Does this mean I have to pay full price for my dinner?
Oh, you paying? Oh, yeah.
Well,
I'm eating for free. I'm ordering everything.
All right, well, let's get some of this food out here. Let's get some food. We got to start with the oysters.
Gotcha.
And you got us a dozen.
Got a dozen. Because the thing about these oysters, once you have one with the butter, the garlic, the Parmesan cheese, you can't just have one. And what you want to do is you want to eat it, then take the bread and sop up the juice in the shell.
Yes.
Then hit the bread.
What's the most oysters you've ever eaten in one sitting?
86.
Get out! You're not Kobayashi.
I'm dead serious.
What are you talking about? 86 oysters.
I was in Vancouver, and there was a challenge. Whoever ate the most oysters, they put your picture on the wall and you eat for free. I ate 86 oysters.
So your picture is on the wall.
But my picture's on the wall for a different reason.
86 oysters.
Yeah, man.
How did you feel the next day?
I felt great. I felt strong. I felt virile.
Yeah,
ready to take on the world.
That's a hell of an aphrodisiac. You ate 86 oysters.
Yeah, the Parmesan cheese, the garlic, the butter, you know, it definitely makes an oyster not healthy, but it gives it a completely different flavor because they're cooked oysters, but they're cooked in the shell.
Let me tell you something, I'm from Baltimore, so I eat a lot of oysters. Not like this.
Not like that.
No, not like this. They not like us. These, yeah.
At all. Then you get more butter on the bread.
A little bread.
Because they grill the bread. Then you get the juice out there. It's like playing golf. The second is always better than the first.
That's so daggone good.
Oh yeah. So that's the best thing about being here, dude. You know, people always ask me, why'd you move back to New Orleans? The culture, the food, you can't find this anywhere else in the world. New Orleans is such a unique cuisine. Like no other city has a cuisine that's specifically dedicated to that region and that city.
That's very true.
You can't say New York strip.
Nope.
That ain't from New York.
Nope.
You can't say bagels, that's Polish.
Yeah.
You can't say pizzas, that's Italian.
By the way, are we close to the place where Travis and Taylor were eating the other night?
LIX. Yeah.
What is that?
Nice little neighborhood restaurant. It's right around the corner.
Okay.
On Magazine. It's more of a traditional style restaurant. Really great food, great service, great cocktails. It's a very New Orleans style restaurant. Everything is going to be, but it's tiny. It's like 800 square feet.
So you got to know somebody.
You got to know somebody.
If you're going to LIX, you need to know somebody.
You got to know Travis Kelce.
I feel you on that. By the way, these are so doggone good.
Yeah.
All right, can we talk about Captain America?
Oh, here we go.
You want me? Come and get me!
What can you tell me? What are you infusing into this movie? Because each time you give us a little different take. And you have to remember something. When they name you Captain America, like there's people looking at that movie, sitting in their houses like, it's like, I never thought I'd see this in my lifetime.
Right.
Ever.
Well, you know, the great thing about the movie and the thing I'm most proud of is Sam Wilson is getting his day to shine. Like if you look at this character, and I talked to Stan Lee about this, and it was really interesting what he said. Stan Lee said that Sam Wilson was always the true representative of what American black culture looked like. That's why he originally introduced Sam Wilson into the comic books as a street hustler from Harlem, because that was the black exploitation phase, you know? But then as black culture changed in America, Sam Wilson became a military figure. He became a member of the 58th Airborne. And then once he came into the cinematic universe, he became a counselor. He became a humanitarian. He became a leader of men. So he's always evolved to reflect the times and the culture of what America looked like. And that's why it made the most sense for Steve Rogers to give Sam Wilson the shield, because he is the true representative of America.
Yeah, I love that. I love that explanation too. I don't think people have ever sat that. They don't think, you know, that deep about it.
Yeah, but he's the, you know, the reason I love the character so much, and, you know, I've played him in, you know, 9 Marvel projects now. And as an actor, you usually don't get that experience. Actors don't have 10 years.
Think about it, 9 Marvel projects. That's crazy, 9 Marvel projects.
Yeah, man.
Hey, how you been? I've done 9 Marvel projects.
9 Marvel projects over 10 years. But the great thing is, most actors don't get the experience to be able to play a character that long and watch him evolve and grow in his lifespan of the cinematic universe. So doing that with this movie, I wanted to bring back the humanitarian of Sam Wilson.
Okay.
You know, the fact when we first met him, he was just a brother going for a job.
Right.
And he just happened to bump into Captain America, you know? But once Captain America met him and talked to him, he was a counselor. He was a soldier. He was a member of the 58th Airborne. And the 58th Airborne is the group that goes in behind enemy lines, and they do search and rescue. So if we have a soldier who's stuck behind enemy lines, the 58th goes in and get him out. So those are the most selfless, the most courageous of the soldiers. And that's what Stan Lee made Sam Wilson. So you look at somebody like that, like there couldn't be a better representative of Captain America. You know, what's funny is Kendrick did the title song for my movie. Yeah.
Every time he does
I hope that's
something-
not supposed to be a surprise, but
No, but every time
Kendrick did the title song for my movie. I'm breaking it here first.
Okay, because every time he does something for the MCU, it's special.
Yeah.
It's a song that really,
Yeah.
that's good. That's so damn good,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
You know, it's like when you discover something.
You
when
want to tell everybody
you weren't expecting
you're the
it.
Christopher Columbus of orzo pasta.
Let me tell y'all, there's a place and a dish that's incredible.
Nah, but I'm so excited, man, to have Kendrick Lamar like do the title cut for this movie, dude. Just as a pioneer, as an artist, his ability, the beauty and mastery of his craft, dude. Like I feel like this movie has been set up in every way. Like I
Yeah.
remember the day Kevin Feige called me and I look at my phone, it's Kevin Feige. I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. I don't know what I did.
What did I say?
I don't know what I did.
Right.
Kevin just ain't making regular calls. Like you have to set up a call with Kevin.
Right.
So he pop up. I'm like, what up, Kev? He goes, we got Harrison Ford. Wow. I said, what? He said, Harrison Ford is going to be in our movie. I had to pull over. I was like, are you telling me that Harrison Ford is going to be in Brave New World?
That's something
Game
special.
over. Game over.